Cansado daquele atacante que só perde gols? Reforce seu time comprando coins de maneira rápida e segura, sem risco de banimento. Cobrimos qualquer oferta do mercado. Chame agora mesmo no link da descrição.
Certainly is. Changes necessary for Tex to give himself a better performance against Oberon. Changes needed for that man right there. KTzn. 20 goals conceded, 0 points on the board, and he's in our featured matchup right now, taking on Levi de Weerd. It is essential, Gravison, that he gets something on the board in this game. Look at those stats on the screen. 3 goals scored, 20 goals conceded. He's lost all 3.
I mean, for me, the main thing is just going on this first match, thinking in the first half that he cannot concede any goals and he has to score at least 1. So, for example, when you start the game, you're playing against Levi. He's 1-1, draw 2, but then the goals against and for are so... The comparison is so much bigger. So for me, the way I do it when I was competing is just you take it one step at a time. So you think about the first 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and you set some objectives for every single minute. So at least you have something to grab onto, because if not, if you just play like the way you've been playing, you'll probably lose.
Michael Elise is going to come forward here. This is Levi de Weerd from right to left, all in orange. As Reinders slots in Javi Simmons. It's a good tackle from KTzn on that occasion to nullify the threat. Looking at Kylian Mbappe here, gets the bundle away. He needs a little bit of luck at the moment. Rafael Leao into Heung-min Son, back to Mbappe.
That was good.
Looking at those other games taking place right now, Paulo Neto versus ABAIXO. We'll be keeping our eyes on that one. And also KTzn taking on Fuma.
That's a great match, the PH against Fuma.
Game.
Wow. The thing is, if PH wins that, Fuma seems to be in a tough spot at the moment. So whoever wins that, that's a nice goal by Levi. And it's just poor defending, to be honest. It seems like it's a really easy goal to score.
Can we see it again?
Yeah, you attack with Theo, you pass it back, you recycle, you pass it into a striker. The player switch is way slow. And it's just an easy goal. And for me, he missed the player switch, and the player switch was lazy as well. So that's the reason why he's conceding so many goals. It's just poor defending, to be honest. And I don't want to sound harsh, but it's...
You've got to speak the truth.
It's truly poor defending, yeah.
You must have been in situations where you're playing and it's just not going right for you. KTzn up against Fuma. Is this a mistake at the back? Drogba, great time to finish. Fuma, no mistake whatsoever in the finish. Leads 1-0. You must have played in tournaments or played in qualifiers or whatnot where it's not going right for you. How hard is it when you're in the game in terms of, like, it must feel like there's no respite for him?
It's the hardest thing because you lose all your confidence. Nice goal, so this could be a good first step, but it feels like, as you know how we were mentioning before, as Man City is playing now, it seems like from the first minute, everything seems to go.
Yeah, I hope you understand what I'm saying. He looks like he's got a very good finesse. And you might be like, what are you talking about? He's got finesse shot plus. But some players just have that natural curve when you get into the position where you expect them to score. The SBC item, Alex Morgan, that released quite early into the game, has a beautiful finesse. And every time you get it, it looks like it's going to go in.
Yeah, I know what you mean. For me, it's the same with Griezmann.
Yeah.
It feels like every single finesse for Griezmann goes in.
You see that table as well?
Wow, that's...
KTzn, after losing his first 2 games, has won the last 2. As it stands, goes to 6 points. He's not going to catch ABAIXO, even if he wins that last game, because of goal difference. However, he found himself level on points going into week 2, when we come back on the 27th of January. Levi
penalty
just away, but the referee
just dive, really.
A shoulder in the end.
I scream at my players in foot champs to just dive those occasions.
Go down.
Just go down. Surely that's a penalty if you go down. You can see how PH has been pressing. He goes for the cross, the knockdown. This really seems like a goal which made him win the FC Pro last year.
It's very similar, isn't it? Different players.
Yeah,
Dalglish winning the
he's not
header.
Haaland.
Well, ABAIXO wasn't trailing for long. 29 minutes on the clock. Mohamed Salah on the finesse. Another player, an expert finesse. And just cast your attention to that bottom right corner, because Levi and Weerd has also equalised. Goals flying in at every single opportunity at the moment. It's Xavi Simons laying it to Ginola, who bangs it home at the near post.
Poor defense as well. I mean, he just pulled out the centre back without not really a need to pull it, and then it was Van Dijk against 3 attackers. So obviously you're going to concede. I feel like Khan is now competing because he's playing better, but his defense is still not there.
Savanier for Fuma, trying to thread in David Ginola. Drogba was out of the picture on that occasion.
And in ABAIXO's goal, you know who lost possession? Douglas Luiz. He's a bad player, I'm telling you. Do not try him at home. You can see then the Group D as it stands. It feels like ABAIXO with this draw, he just pulls a little bit ahead of KTzn and Levi with 4 points. But it seems like this could be a great power shot.
Oh.
No! And that's a live tuning update as well.
Yep, pre the live tuning, that goes in. And I thought it was. Free kick. KTzn over it, up and over the wall. Wow. JJ Okocha. So good they named him twice. In off the crossbar, beautiful finish.
Yeah, and he did have a chance. I think it was a game against BH. He was losing 5-0, something like that. And he did have a chance to go for the free kick. He didn't go for it. This time he went for it, scored a goal. ABAIXO.
Yeah, you don't count him out for long.
It's a little finesse. I mean, I'm sure Tex is loving those finesses.
You talk about Douglas Luiz, you not liking him.
Yep.
Grav. I'm just looking at right now at the market. Since starting today, it looks like he's up 28,000 coins, roughly.
Okay, so
A lot of people looking at him and thinking, I fancy a bit of Douglas Luiz in my midfield. 160k at the moment, if you want to pick him up on the market. I think for that price, a very, very good midfielder. Cuts it back. Twist, turn, deserved the goal. It was really nice play.
yeah, for the people at home that bought Douglas Luiz at the start of the day, really, you got 40,000 coins. Is this a penalty or something?
Hold
Don't think so. Nah, it was just yeah.
Van Dijk against Van Dijk. Even there, pre-patch, you'd probably think the attacking Van Dijk wins that header. Pre-tuning.
What do you think about the tuning update? You like it?
Yeah, really good.
Yeah,
Really good.
I agree with you.
Paulo Neto. He loves attacking, scoring goals, and also loves Bobby Charlton at the near post. ABAIXO's reaction, conceding a second goal in this game.
I did talk about Douglas Luiz conceding a goal, but then that bullet pass was amazing into the striker. So I do feel like offensively he's really good, but defensively he's not there. Don't like his body type.
KTzn has just turned it on a little bit. He looks like he's just gained confidence. He's knocking this ball about beautifully, and that's what got him to the dance. He had to qualify to the FCU Pro Open. He had to show the ability, and we've not seen it in those first 3 games. That is a really, really good goal.
R1X pass, R1X pass, R1X pass, touch, goal. Really good, and he's been there offensively.
Cansado daquele atacante que só perde gols? Reforce seu time comprando coins de maneira rápida e segura, sem risco de banimento. Cobrimos qualquer oferta do mercado. Chame agora mesmo no link da descrição.
Definitely because he's trying things and he's competing now. I mean, obviously his defense isn't there at the moment, but still, that 4th goal was really good with the first time R1X passes, and it feels like he's competing now. He went for the free kick with JJ Okocha as well, and again, it's just the defense is really poor, gotta say. He didn't do anything, Levi, to score this goal, really. He just triggered a run, the defense was put inside the box.
Talk me through it here.
Okay, so you trigger a run with Theo, and now you can see you have to player switch into Hierro. You have 2 different choices. You can player switch into the center back and try to go for the player that's holding the ball, or you can just player switch into Hierro.
Oh,
what is this?
No. Why did you have to show us that?
That was awful, yeah. 3-3. But yeah, as I mentioned before, you gotta be active with your player switching, your defending. You cannot just trust to just player switching to a center midfielder, just running back and trusting your IA to defend. That's not gonna work out.
It's almost like foot champs defending, isn't it? When you just run back with the midfielders and you expect your opponent not to see a pass. You have to be aggressive. I think that's one thing that we've seen over, especially this year. If you're not aggressive in that defensive aspect, you can't just sit off. Like players, there's too many power shots, there's too many finesse shots, there's too many travellas. You can't give people space on the edge of the box. Passing as well, the long ball, the over-the-top through ball, the incisive pass plus. There's too many ways to get through if you're not aggressive.
And for the people at home that want to see how this is done, just go back into the YouTube channel of EA Sports, Jafonso against Stingray. That's a masterclass in active defending. It's incredible the way Jafonso defended that match.
First time over the top through ball, Mbappe, the touch just quite can't stick to him. It bounces away, and Hierro with that bruiser plus in those shoulder-to-shoulder battles will always get the better, just as Drogba will get the better of any defence that he goes through. Simple finish, took his time and slotted it high and wide away from the goalie.
And that's confidence right there in the way he just took his time. He went for a 1v1 against the keeper, and you can see the pass is incredible. But now you have all the time in the world. He's sprinting, now he's controlled sprinting, then goes for the finesse, scores the goal. And for example, I'm pretty confident Can in that situation will probably not score the goal because he's anxious to get the win. But you can see how Abumaka is just comfortably scoring those goals at the moment.
I know when FG is coming from a mile away because I can hear the headset getting picked up, actually getting rattled about.
Sorry I'm late, guys. I tried to come in at half-time and got lost.
How?
And mate, I went round the studio and I just kept walking round in a circle and I just heard your voice. I was getting closer and closer.
It happened to me this morning.
It's massive, this studio, isn't it?
It is massive.
Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well.
Hello, mate.
Lots of goals. Any Americans scored? USA players?
Nope.
Not yet, I don't think. You've had a bit of an infatuation with USA players today, haven't you?
Yeah, I just love soccer.
We all love a bit of soccer.
Nope. It's close.
Got a question for you, speaking of soccer. Would you, if you could, replace the penalties that we see here with the penalties where you run it from the halfway line?
What, you mean for my gain? Because every time I do that in rush, I miss, so...
I'm not surprised.
I actually do as well. I never scored those penalties.
They're so hard, right?
They're actually really hard.
I mean, you just said you're not surprised. How many do you score?
All of them. Do you know what we should do? We should run a rush team.
I would love
together?
Us three, plus...
Who else can we get? Ryan.
Do you want text Brandon or Ryan?
I want Ryan, and well, based on the text last week, I don't want him, mate. I'll just take Brandon instead.
Okay. Abumaka, top of the table, 12 points.
I gotta say, it's been really hard for me to get those X points to get Konate. The
Oh
objective
no, I'm
level
trying to get
35.
Gundogan, mate, and I'll have him by the end of
Gundogan.
tomorrow. Yeah, he plays in the pivot.
Ooh, we got a free kick, edge of the box.
For me, SBC folder, that Gundogan. Going to the folder, not using him.
Will he?
He's leaving. He's leaving. He's leaving.
Yeah, we didn't need him. Free kick up and over the wall. Great save from Thibaut Courtois. Corner played short. A little bit of close control dribbling. This will be a big throwaway of points, I've got to say, for PHG. What was he, 3-1 up?
I think so. Yeah. Especially the draw.
Well, you saw the table with it as it stands. Abumaka is 7 points clear of the rest of the group. We've only played 4 games.
Incredible.
However, that table is not up to date because Paulo Neto has got one back. 3-3.
Not much you can do defending. In
Bottom right corner. PHG. Kenny Dalglish. Every time we look at a Paulo Neto Abumaka goal, there's a goal in the bottom right corner. And Sean Dyche is on the sideline. Look at that dribbling. Slides it into Theo Hernandez. Back to Dalglish. One touch. The close control again. It's superb.
Could you see Steady Jordan just running with the camera to get the reaction from PH? But yeah.
KTzn. Build up on the edge of the box. The touch just takes it away from Levi, and he's got a fifth.
I told Levi, Victor Olise, was a bad player. You see that touch? He conceded a goal. He told me, you know what he said before? That's probably Graverson. No. I'm telling you, Victor Olise is not a good player at all. Don't try it at home.
Abimaka, Xavi, threading the ball through to Mo Salah. It's good tackle, good aggressive defending. That's what we talk about. Paulo Neto getting stuck in with Jonathan Tah. However, Xavi is giving Olise a runaround. Near post, looking for the power shot. It's going to fall back Abimaka's way. That's the table as it stands with 4 games played. Drogba. Power shot fake into Mo Salah. What a build-up that is, and he's so unfortunate. Bruno Fernandes wins the header. Van Dijk steps out. This ball is Abimaka's all the way. And Didier Drogba now puts it in the top corner.
And again, he opened up the space for the finesse and went for the pass into Drogba. That's an amazing goal. It all started with the high press, with the cam. You can see how Bruno Fernandes passed it into Salah. He opens up the angle, but he goes for the pass. Great goal. That's how you can easily play with play styles, really.
Near post.
No.
Just glancing away. 2-goal lead for KTzn, and it is a simply must-win game at this point in the match. That is how that table stands right now. It makes it super competitive if KTzn was to get 3 points in this game. It puts him back in the conversation. A conversation that he wasn't invited to.
Nope.
Nearly 73 in-game minutes away.
And I do feel like he has to go.
Cansado daquele atacante que só perde gols? Reforce seu time comprando coins de maneira rápida e segura, sem risco de banimento. Cobrimos qualquer oferta do mercado. Chame agora mesmo no link da descrição.
For more goals as well. Of course,
Levi will continue to attack.
Yeah. So you gotta go in attack and at least go for the 6th goal. Because if not, Levi will attack.
Rafael Leao, a couple of step overs. Douglas Luiz, lovely pass into Mbappe, just offside. Just millimeters.
I may be changing my mind. What a pass.
Yeah.
What was it, 40k more?
Yeah, it's increasing.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense.
I've got 17 on my transfer market. Yeah, right, I've not. Again, Douglas Luiz, right place, right time. Hounding Levy's midfield. What's happened here then? He couldn't score a goal, and he was conceding every chance. Now KTzn, he's 5-3 up with 10 minutes left to play against Levi David. What's changed?
I think the way he's attacking at the moment, in which he's not thinking anymore about losing the. Could be huge. Either Drogba goes for the power shot, maybe. No, just a simple finish. 4-4.
From what you can see, KTzn, has there been a tactics change similar to Tex last week?
I don't.
I mean, he's 6-3 up.
Yeah, and this is GG. He scored 6 goals, and I do feel like he didn't change anything with the tactics, but he started going forward with the R1X passes. As you can see now with Douglas Luiz, he went for a pass. Obviously, he was lucky with the way he, not only the reflection, but then the way he controlled the ball.
Is it just confidence? Is it a little bit of luck and confidence?
Yeah.
Is that what's changed for him?
Both things probably, and I do feel like he's been training a lot with Levi throughout this whole past few months, and I do feel like when you're playing against players who you've played much, you're confident.
Just talk about Fuma as well here, because he looked out with this game. If he was to get all 3 points here, it had put him firmly in 2nd position.
To be honest, Abimaka seems to be qualified.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's 7 points clear with a game to play. If he was to win that game and go 15 points from 15, there could be a world in which mathematically he can't be caught, especially on that 3rd position. As we go ahead, I mean, it'd be a 10-point swing, but he'd be in dreamland.
It seems like the group has been really narrow.
Well, let's just hold that thought for a second, because he's not going to be on 12 points. Paulo Neto But they love it a build-up. Into Georgia Stanway, with 10 minutes left to play, finds an equaliser.
Unlucky goal to concede. So I don't think he did anything bad, really. But the left stick dribbling with Bobby Charlton to pass into Stanway was incredible.
Fuma might have a chance here. Didier Drogba looking for the player lock. You see the change there as well. Look at, even from bottom to second, 2 points. Yes, there's a big goal difference. From 5th to 2nd, 1 point difference between 4 different players. It's incredibly close. KTzn looking to find a winner. Separation is what each and every single individual player is looking for at the moment. Separation in that table, because they're all clustered together. You can throw a blanket over them at the moment with how tightly contested it is in that group.
Nice press. That's gotta be
Free
it.
kick.
Free kick, one last attack.
Just go forward.
You should, I think.
Reinders into Bonmati. Final chance of the game will fall to Fuma. Looking for Didier Drogba. Can't really go far backwards, and that will do us 4-4. What a game.
What a
between
game.
those two.
He's not happy because he was leading the game 3-1, as you mentioned before. It seems like you're grasping those 3 points. You're on a road to just go back, but
Very rarely do you see frustration like that from KTzn.
yeah,
He knows how important these points are, because they're not coming easily. They are a valuable, valuable asset at the moment, and KTzn needed any sort of points on the board.
and he took them.
And he took them with a 7-3 victory over Levi de Weerd. Huge goal difference. -4 there for Levi. And this group will come down to goal difference. Maybe not for top spot, but 2nd and 3rd, I can guarantee you, will come down to how well you've defended.
I'm sure Victor Osimhen, as he finishes up his football match over in Turkey,
That's an upgrade as well.
will be
That's his
happy.
first upgrade for tonight.
will be happy with the upgrade, the goal, with everything. And it seems like, let's just say Cannes wins the last game, 6 points out of 15. It's not good enough, but it keeps you alive in the conversation.
Do apologise if you did hear any swearing coming through from KTzn in Portuguese. Speaking of inevitable,
Let's see.
Aboumaker, 88 minutes on the clock. Mo Salah, linking up with Rafael and adds a 5th.
Incredible, incredible first-time pass from Rafael into Mo Salah. And it seems like Aboumaker is going to end up 4th round with 12 points, undefeated.
7 points clear, 12 points, top of the table. He is in dreamland right now, Aboumaker. No one can get near him.
It's going to be 7 points clear. The second.
There is a bit of time left in that game. I'm sure we'll join it when we are kicked back off. They're in the celebrations at the moment, and any last changes that are being made, you see the green light flashing up on his face. Let's see what this last couple of minutes has got in store for us. The touch from Mbappe, can't quite get away from Hierro. 3 minutes added on though. Will it be Aboumaker adding a 6th? Will it be Paulo Neto finding an equaliser? And we'll go out on a limb and say it's more likely Aboumaker gets another goal.
Or not.
Or not! Got to go fast. Savania. That's a great
nice
foul.
Yeah, tactical foul. Everyone X for the people at home. That's a yellow card, so it's a win-win situation. But now you gotta defend.
Douglas Luiz goes into the book. He's going to have to be short and try to work into the box. Theo Hernandez. Mbappe, step overs. Aboumaker just stood up tall to it. Aboumaker, 5-4 win, his closest contested game so far versus Paulo Neto. But the Team Falcons player, representing the esports organisation of the year as well. Congratulations to Team Falcons. So well. Paulo Neto's going to pick himself up because he's got an all-Brazilian affair. 2 players, both need points. That's coming up after this break.
Cansado daquele atacante que só perde gols? Reforce seu time comprando coins de maneira rápida e segura, sem risco de banimento. Cobrimos qualquer oferta do mercado. Chame agora mesmo no link da descrição.